And we are recording. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Weirdo Watchlist Podcast, the podcast that's slightly off. And today, for a very special treat, my co-host will sing us the intro.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to the Weirdo Watchlist Podcast. Welcome to the Weirdo Watchlist Podcast, the podcast where we talk about weird movies and then sometimes some new ones.
See, that's why I didn't do it, because I wouldn't have done that. I would have.
You wouldn't have hit such a perfect on the spot theme song?
I wouldn't have channeled fucking like Will Smith, Wild Wild
Yeah.
West to do an intro
Yeah.
song. I wouldn't have done anything. That's
high
why.
praise.
That's why I threw it to you.
Thank you so much.
Anyway, yes, hello audience, welcome back. We're back with another episode as usual. As we've been kicking it pretty on time consistently lately. We haven't had like a weird break for no reason.
Bi-weekly,
yeah,
let's go.
we're hitting that bi-weekly schedule every
Oh, yeah.
time. It's perfect. How have you been?
I have been really good. How have you been?
I've also been very good. We've been watching movies.
I've been watching a few, not too many in theaters, but one for sure.
I've also done one for sure. Everything else I
Was
watched
it the
at
same?
home.
Was it the same one?
Yes.
Disclosure Day. 1, 2, 3. Disclosure Day.
Disclosure Day, yes.
Oh, we did it at the same time.
We
Perfect.
Yes.
Did you see it the day it came out, or
The Sunday. I saw it Sunday.
Sunday? Okay.
Yeah.
Word. I was day one because I thought Spielberg was gonna tell me some like deep like evil cabal shit. He was gonna out some people. I thought something was gonna happen. I wanted to be there.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, good movie though.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was good.
I fucking loved it.
Good.
Yeah.
Divisive.
Apparently so, for no reason. I don't know why people.
I think the main reason is expectations. I think with it being Spielberg and like there's an expectation that it's going to be this big like epic movie, which it really I think it lives up to that. But then the trailer kind of like alludes to like this bigger mystery. It's a really cool premise in the trailer, and I sort of delivers on it, but it doesn't. It really ends on a cliffhanger. I can see people being like, "That was not what I wanted, not what I signed up for."
It's a fade to black that I saw coming from like a fucking mile away. I knew they were just gonna like pull that move, just like
Yeah.
they're gonna fucking like stop it right here. And they did, but again, still effective. It's one of those situations where like we don't need to know the answer, right? We're just like straight into like the very ending of the movie. But let's start at the beginning instead.
Yeah, I suppose we shouldn't even go through it all. I mean,
Yeah.
spoilers, I suppose. But I will say Emily Blunt's performance is standout. I think it's fantastic.
People really like it a lot.
Time.
Yeah.
It was awesome. Her character was awesome. She was fantastic. Josh O'Connor,
Yes.
cool. He was great. Everybody's super watchable. It was very, very watchable. I had a great time. It did not feel like 2.5 hours to me.
No, it was. It moved so fucking quickly. I couldn't believe it was like already like ending by the time like the disclosure day part started.
Yeah.
But no, I thought it was fucking good shit from Spielberg. He's back on his like whimsy, like his like Fableman's for me is like top 2 Spielberg.
Oh yeah.
It's one that I fucking love to death. So for him to get all that trauma processed, and now he's back to doing like the fucking like fun whimsy aliens, yeah, big sci-fi like
Back
Steven
to
Spielberg,
Yeah.
It is such a treat. I think it was a genuine treat. The way Spielberg's like moving the camera like just nonstop.
The camera work's insane.
Camera
It
work
looks so good.
is rarely ever still.
The lens flare, a little much, but I'm not mad. I'm not mad about it.
That's
Goddamn, there was a
yeah.
lot.
John Williams is doing some type of Indiana Jones type score where like
Really good.
Yeah.
Really refreshing to hear that. Like it was like a comfort. Such a comfort to listen to that, honestly.
One thing I will say is you can absolutely like cinema sins the movie to death. I feel like a lot of people like acknowledge that, like you've got like the device, the MacGuffin, You know,
yeah,
this magical device that can seemingly do anything. But to that, I say, yeah. Again, like in the end, like the end of the movie, Emily Blunt uses it to turn the power back on after Colin Firth like cuts it.
That was like, yeah, it can do anything at that point.
Yeah, just magical device can just do anything to serve the plot. And he's like, yeah, it's an alien device. You know, they've been using it to like telepathically speak to each other and like self-project. You know, like the whole movie. So I feel like that's way more powerful than just being able to turn the lights back on.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure.
And like I've heard like people like describe like the first like 2 acts as a little clunky, and sure, a little bit, especially when like Colin Firth like catches them and then he just easily lets them leave a few times.
Yeah. That I've seen a lot of people gripe over that, and
yeah,
I think it's a little justified. There was a lot of
it happens more than once.
There was a whole government agency just watching them, and anybody could have stopped them. Nobody did. It maybe can get away with it. Like, this is getting pretty heavily into kind of spoilers, obviously, but whatever. It won't sound like anything if you haven't seen it, I suppose. But it can kind of make sense, because if the top couple dogs are standing there letting them go, everyone else is going to kind of fall in line.
Yeah, nobody's
stopping
them.
Let's call him that. You know, Colin Firth over here, wherever he is. If he's letting them go, I'm not going to step in and force him to make them stay. You know, so maybe there's that benefit, but yeah, that's a lot. And just walking out freely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing I did love, again, like if just going into like the rest of the movie. Did you watch The Rehearsal at all?
With Nathan Fielder?
Yeah.
No.
You need to. It is some of the best reality TV I think I've ever fucking seen. Okay. Season 1 is so fucking phenomenal and outrageous, and then somehow Season 2 feels even more so.
Okay.
It's fucking good shit. That should be on the Weirdo Watchlist. We should watch that. Both seasons.
I've heard good things.
It's so fucking good. Sincerely. I did a video on it like 3 years ago that got a lot of views.
Really?
I think like 500 views, yeah. It's like the biggest video I ever put out.
Okay.
But yeah, there's like a moment I saw people like joking about when like Coleman Domingo is like building the house in like the warehouse. People were like, he's doing the fucking Fielder method, because part of the rehearsal is Nathan Fielder will just build a replica of your house to train in. Yeah. Like, you just even got like just watch like the first episode and you'll get the bit throughout, and you'll just want to know what else the fuck happens.
All right.
But
I'll watch.
Yeah, no, it's good shit. So like, there's that whole part. It's all right, bud. It's okay.
I hit my desk with my microphone.
I don't got a microphone.
So that's pretty much the only movie I've seen in theaters recently. But I did watch Escape from New York, 1981.
Yeah.
Man, what a movie! Have you seen that shit?
I have. I did watch that for the first time pretty recently too.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's really it's goofy, and it's like, it's not very actiony, but it's like so action coded.
It's like, it feels like so like much more focused on like atmosphere than fucking action.
Truly, him walking through just insane sets of New York, prison New York, and Kurt Russell just looking tough.
He's just fuck. Glaring at everybody. Yeah.
Dude, he's awesome. It was awesome. And the music. I mean, I'm sure everyone else knows this, and it's been talked to death. But first time for me, and it was just a random. Some friends were watching it. I popped in the Discord, and I was entranced pretty much. I mean, with that synth comes in, with any of that like John Carpenter ass score comes in, man, I was sad. I was like, this sounds like he has only a couple notes on his keyboard, because that's the same theme for Halloween, but just slightly different.
Yeah. It's good shit anytime he like pops in to do music, especially for like the new Halloween movies.
Oh yeah, does he really?
Yeah, no, he came Yeah, he did the score for like the entire like Gordon Green trilogy, right?
Oh, I didn't know that.
And it's fucking good. Like especially for like the first one. Oh my god.
I only remember the first one. Well, mostly because I rewatched it a couple times. The other two could not. I do not want to rewatch them. I hate them.
I rewatched Halloween Kills not too long ago. I think for like this past Halloween. Like my wife loves the Halloween movies. Loves the first one. Loves the 2018 one. And she's like pretty okay about Halloween Kills. I am so mixed on it because it is just tonally all over the place and makes no fucking sense. But Halloween Ends, we are both staunch defenders of.
Halloween Ends, the third one?
Yes, that's the one where like most of the movie is Corey Cunningham, the dude who's like.
And do you enjoy those parts?
Yes, those are the best fucking parts of the movie.
Yeah, but are they even good? I mean,
yes.
I suppose it's that part's the opinion part. I suppose.
Yeah.
I think so. Sure was not entertained by any of it.
Maybe a rewatch is due. Is it on the Weirdo Watchlist? No, it's not.
I mean, I would rewatch it, of course. Just as an interesting like, how can you fuck up a franchise? You know, I think. It's similar with the end of Star Wars. You know, Rise of Skywalker is pretty hated because it fucks everything up. But I personally kind of like the movie. It's fun to watch.
Good Lord.
It's you know what I mean? So like, I don't know. Maybe I feel similarly about that with Halloween. I'm on the side of it's been ruined. It is. Yeah. It's an abomination. The whole movie's bad because it fucks up too many things. Maybe by itself it wouldn't be so bad, but tied to the burden of fucking up the rest of a franchise or just, you know, sloppily doing what it does.
It's weird because right now, this whole time, like, I was going back and forth, like, is he talking about Star Wars or is he talking about Halloween? I don't know which one.
See, that's crazy.
And then you said Corey. I was like, oh, okay, fine. He's shitting on Halloween Ends still.
yeah, I am.
I was about to like interject, like, but the scene where Rey like holds up the dagger lined up perfectly with the wreckage of a recently blown up battle station.
Man, unforgivable.
That's some bullshit. Yeah. How the fuck is how the fuck is the relic perfectly aligned with a fucking 40-year-old blown up ship?
Yeah. Because the Force.
It's the will of the Force. Yeah, the Force is germs. That's what they are. And that's how they put it there. They were like, this is how it needs to fall, so then they can find the Rubicon or whatever it is, the lexicon, the Dark Crystal.
Oh man, I'm remembering that.
The other MacGuffin.
Good. Is that the second of?
No, that's the third one of those movies.
That is the third one.
Yeah,
God,
Last Jedi is the one where like more people like it than Rise of Skywalker.
I didn't. I guess it wasn't that bad.
I like it. I'd have to rewatch it to see if I'm one of those like ride or dies for it. But I don't think I'll hate it. I don't hate it.
I can't be mad at things fucking up the Star Wars universe anymore because it is fucked up. I mean, it is. Now there's nothing like the legacy doesn't need to be protected. It's been
it's already been fucked.
Make a fucking Grogu movie. I don't
fuck it. Everything's
I'm
ruined anyway. Who cares?
Yeah, it's right. So,
I'm in the same boat. I still have again. We still have the original good movies, even the bad ones that George Lucas still made. I still like Force Awakens a lot. I think it's my favorite Star Wars movie. See, I want to figure this out. I want to get to the bottom of this.
Of your own opinion?
Yeah, if Star Wars is good, I've seen like the original trilogy like a few years ago. Those are still fresh. Same with the prequels. I did those like a couple years prior to that.
Okay.
I haven't seen the sequels really since theaters. So I want to get to the bottom of it, but then that requires watching like all of Star Wars. And that sounds kind of like a chore. It's why I haven't rewatched.
You need to watch the 3, right? You just need to watch.
I think I'd have to do all 9 of them. Maybe even Rogue One and Solo, 2 movies I also didn't like on release.
No reason anymore to feel the need to have to do that. There's too many. Like, it's not a fun marathon anymore. It's like it's a big chore. but
I could
isn't
do
necessary.
it. But
You've seen the prequel trilogy. If you waste another 10 to 12 hours on the prequel trilogy, that's self-harm, brother.
But the thing is,
they're fine movies, but don't make yourself do it.
But the thing is, Star Wars is, I think, still kind of cool, when they show blasters. It's a cool universe I like hanging out in sometimes when it's not fucking cringe,
Right.
When I'm not seeing, a fucking caricature of, a racist caricature of an Asian man or a Jewish man, or if I'm seeing some fucking nostalgia bait slop that makes me remember those characters that I don't like, or I see an action figure from a cartoon I never watched but I'm supposed to clap, it's still in that same universe that I still do admire and like, and is sometimes pretty cool. In Attack of the Clones, they got those fucking pulse grenades. That's one of the coolest sounding things I've ever heard. I like that. There's stuff to like in the universe, but the question is, am I willing to? And I think I might be. It's something I think about often, and I think I have to just get it out of me. But then do I commit further and go with the cartoons too, so I can really see where Star Wars got bad? Was it because of Disney? Yes, I think it still is Disney's fault.
I think you can easily deduce without having to rewatch all 9+ movies.
It is interesting because I already do know where Star Wars got bad, and I didn't have to watch any of the movies. It's just what I've noticed now. I just have to look at what Star Wars is now.
Yeah.
And it's commercialized. It's no longer, this, rousing sci-fi adventure series, right? Now it's corporate property, and now it's not cool. But they're telling me I'm supposed to think it's cool. That's where Star Wars fell off. Not because of creative choices in the movies themselves, though a contributing factor, certainly. But that's all part of its corporatization. We're getting philosophical now.
Yeah, I've given up. I've given up on that. I mean, that it feels almost like it was cool as a young child to be into Star Wars.
Yeah.
But being an adult now and knowing what the universe fully is, I don't need to care.
Like in Disclosure
I don't
Day,
need to feel like the first three matter so much to me that I'm hurt that the bad stuff exists too.
Oh yeah,
again,
you can't. They can't ruin Star Wars in a way where they're all of them are unwatchable. They're still all watchable. They still exist, if you fucking hate Luke Skywalker in The Last Jedi, it's that's not my Luke. They ruined his character. His character still exists in movies released before that. You can watch those just fine, But let's bring it back.
We started talking about Star Wars. That's our bad.
I mean, this is a movie.
Now that everyone has clicked away,
it's a movie podcast. I can include in the title. Movies. I can fix this right. Include in the title, Disclosure Day, Star Wars Ramblings, Timekeepers of Eternity. Right? That'll be the title.
That's gonna get some cool guys in here.
We'll get dude that, and then they can clip it. And we got YouTube Shorts going out, wider audience growth. It's all part of the plan. We're blowing up
because of the Star Wars fan base.
Don't crucify us.
Star Wars. These guys talked about Star Wars.
Star Wars sucks because it's women, not because they make money off it.
Whatever opinion we did just have, it was wrong.
Yeah,
and we should be ashamed.
We're getting comments right now about it. Let's talk about one other thing I liked about Disclosure Day.
Disclosure Day, yeah.
The news anchor who is doing the Disclosure Day part.
So good.
I genuinely am thinking about putting her in my best supporting actress lineup at the end of the year.
Yeah, it was.
She really might make it. It
genuinely.
So
happy to see everybody else saying that.
Yeah, no, I thought it was gonna be alone in on it, but I've seen a lot of people mention it too, unreasonably top 2 performance of the movie. And she's
That's
just a news anchor. She doesn't do anything for the story but read the news and give us like the most realistic reaction, I think, to this happening to a news anchor. Like, it feels like she is like actually like looking at real like UFO footage. Like Spielberg did give her like the actual files you thought you were gonna get in the movie.
Hey, if I saw a little alien getting tortured, I'd be upset too.
Dude, I was upset and I knew it wasn't real.
Wait, wasn't it real? I thought he was saying that this was all real. I thought the whole point was Spielberg was saying that this was real.
Is it real?
I think so, dude. I think they're trying to spin it like, oh, this is just a movie, but no. Spielberg's like, no, guys, this is the footage.
This is real. The alien I wheeled out, that's
Josh O'Connor.
That's Josh O'Connor.
He's not even an actor. He just worked for Wardex or whatever the fuck it was called. This actually happened. This is found footage, actually.
This is a found footage movie. Giannis Kaminsky.
Oh, speaking of found footage,
tell me about it.
I did have one more movie I watched. I watched Backrooms literally today.
Whoa, yeah. My wife saw your Facebook post about needing to see Front Rooms.
Yeah, I was like 6 a.m. I posted that. I was just like shit posting on Facebook for like 5 minutes, and I was like, I'm done. I'm out of here.
I got my gags in.
Will Backrooms make sense if I haven't seen Front Rooms? Pretty much comedy gold, but the movie was good. I don't know. It was a fine movie. It's awesome that it's making a bunch of money. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's like a cool like story more than it's like a great movie. It's a fine movie.
Yeah.
I was more surprised that I liked it as much as I did, I guess, than even though everyone's pretty much like giving it high praise. I was still pretty blown away. I don't know. I didn't think it was gonna be that good, and it was. I was impressed. I can't remember the lead actress's name, but
she was in movies before. Renette Reinsve.
Yes. However you pronounce her name, she was so good in Sentimental Value.
Yeah.
So good. I mean, she's good in this movie too, but she's gonna be the next. I don't know.
She's gonna
A-lister
she's
or
gonna
whatever.
she's gonna get tied up to a Marvel movie.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Death to an actress.
I think it's like my expectations with the movie were just pretty much met. You know. Like it was as good as I expected it to be.
Yeah.
Kind of like fell off at the end a bit where they do like just go right into like all the facility stuff. You know, that's kind of like where it lost me, even though I knew, and it was like well teased enough throughout that was going to happen, or that, you know, like these people exist.
Yeah.
But still,
I
somehow
was interested in like forming my own theories. I almost feel like if there's like a whole ass story of that. Is that right? That's
all like
I knew it. It might ruin it.
It's all like
the theories I'm forming in my head.
Yeah, like you want that, you know, like personal intrigue up to like what the fuck is this place? You know, let that themes of like personified trauma, you know, like properly like form before getting bombarded with like, oh, they're trying to like science this shit up, figure it out themselves, which like I think all that comes from like Kane Parsons' like personal like lore about it, like on his YouTube series. There's like the Reddit lore, and then like everybody else has like their own interpretation, and this is Kane's interpretation of it. That's why nerds on the internet are mad about it, not, you know, like following the Reddit lore.
God damn.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know anything about it, so at least that part wasn't ruined for me or anything, or like.
No, the movie stands pretty solidly without any of that. And the found footage bit is genuinely like good shit.
Honestly,
real good shit.
A lot of good stuff. A lot of very 90s vibes for a guy who was probably not even alive in the 90s.
No, he was born 2005.
Yeesh.
Yeah, he just turned. I think today or yesterday was his 21st birthday.
Getting old.
Getting old. He's no longer
and that's
20.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to jump to this week's topic?
This week's movie.
This bye-week's movie.
The Weirdo Watchlist pick of the week: The Timekeepers of Eternity.
The Timekeepers of Eternity.
God, I can't even pronounce this guy's name. I'm not gonna try. A Greek guy, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. He is Greek. Yeah. Yeah.
So for those who don't know, I mean, if you haven't watched the movie, it's an edit of The Langoliers, which is a movie from the 90s, which I personally have never seen. Mikey, you told me you watched it, yeah?
Yeah, I watched it for the first time on Monday and Tuesday. It took me 2 days to watch it. Not because I can't sit through a 3-hour long movie, but I can't sit through a boring 3-hour long movie. That's also pretty bad too, not just boring. Yeah, well, so
it famously is known as that. A pretty bad and boring
it's
movie.
Famously known as being like a fucking fat turd. But I had no idea on like what won me over was like the actual like concept of what happened to them. I had only known about like the Langoliers are these like blob monsters that just eat everything. I thought that was as deep as it went. So when in the movie they're like explaining, like we've gone backwards in time, but time is not a place you can go to, it like goes away and we are going and this is where we are, like that whole bit, and the Langoliers show up and they're just eating everything into oblivion. I thought that was cool shit. Unfortunately, it takes 2 hours to get to that point. The first hour is like they're on the plane and they don't know where anybody is, and they're just repeating that they don't know where anybody is or where they're going. For an hour. It
looks bad. I mean, obviously, so I've seen just the edit, so I could, without seeing the original, I could feel how a 3-hour version of that would have been excruciating, because it was enough to fill an hour, but like,
it
was probably so much bullshit in that. I'm so glad I didn't watch the full thing, nor am I going to. I mean, you're the sadistic one who watches bad movies on purpose.
I did watch a movie called Amityville Backrooms, and that was an experience.
You watched what?
Amityville Backrooms. Like
what is that?
It's like the Amityville house, like the Amityville horror, like this like classic haunted house shit. But some dude was like, but what if also backrooms? So it takes the Amityville house and turns it into the backrooms, but it's just the inside of the house, and the dude can't leave. And it's an hour. I think it's like an hour and 15 minutes. It's not super long, but golly, is it just the same? Is it just one guy just going like, I don't know what's going on here, and I don't like it. I don't like what's going on here, and I don't know what's happening. And he's doing that for a whole fucking hour in just a regular house.
Why'd you watch it?
I was curious.
Where did you just like see it and you're just like, I need to see this, or somebody send it to you? How does this happen?
It's
take care of yourself.
I was high that night. I was like,
All right, should have been all right then.
Yeah,
you're protected. You're safe.
Yeah, but it was on Tubi. I scrolled past it and was like, "That's nuts. That's a crazy idea." Like, this is gonna be
alone.
Yeah, it's Amityville Backrooms, right? I know I'm getting slop. Speaking of more Backrooms talk, one thing I do like also about the 3-hour version, the original version, is there's a lot of extended sequences of like the airport and everything just being just empty, so it has like a liminal Backrooms feel than being in a completely empty airport.
Yeah.
So that was pretty neat. But then again, you get that like Toomey guy just spouting off nonsense about like how he needs to be in Boston because he wants to like fucking kill himself or whatever.
And the Langoliers isn't centered around Mr. Toomey, is that right? Because this movie, the Timekeepers, is more framed that way but Langoliers is probably not.
He still has a lot of screen time.
Yeah.
And he definitely still goes crazy, but it is more group focused because they have like 30 fucking characters and they all like want to like, you know, like the Australian guy and like the teacher want to like fucking bang or whatever. They like the pilot, his wife died. Like they spend like 15 minutes per character throughout just dedicated to just useless backstory that doesn't do anything. Like the pilot, his wife dies. He's about to fly a different plane and gets news of his now dead wife, so he has to go to Boston and he goes onto the plane.
Oh, yeah.
And they dedicate so much time to him being sad about that, where here they just put him on the plane and you never even know that his wife is dead. It was genuinely very jarring for me at first. When we're just speed running through like what for me felt like 5 hours into 15 minutes of movie and we're already like more like halfway through the flight part of the movie. Like
thank God though, because like I wouldn't have wanted to watch or would have watched the Langoliers, but there's at least enough in the movie that's watchable, especially when you edit it in a fun and cool ass way. So like I'm glad that it exists, just so like I know the story now. I understand how the Langoliers kind of go, but I don't have most of the details. You know what I mean? But I don't need them. I don't need to waste 2 more extra hours. I watched a really great condensed version of it. And it was a little more artsy than the ugly ass one from the 90s.
What I thought, more artsy, really. I thought it was gonna be, you know, more like Lynchian avant-garde type shit, you know, that kind of re-edit, where it's almost like the entire thing is like fucking might as well be set in like the fucking radiator from Eraserhead or like something like that, where it's just nonsensical weird shit, you know, whether like I can piece meaning from that or not. I thought it was going to be like that. So when it was just the movie with what at first I thought was just a shitty filter from like Adobe stock, I didn't know what to really expect.
Yeah.
Because again, like, I thought it was going to be like avant-garde, you know, very like it is experimental, like in it, but I thought it was going to be a different type of experimental.
Right. The story is still very much a linear story.
It's still all completely there, bad acting and all. It's just what blew me away and what really fucked me up was when I realized that I was watching just stop motion paper. Like the dude just printed off every fucking frame of this movie and stitched it together that way, like ripping the paper, ripping holes into it, and editing that way and doing special effects that way was one of the most mind-blowing things I've seen like recently.
So true. And it was and entertaining, doing something different throughout the entire hour. I mean, like, it was always something like kind of entertaining or something different about that editing, whether it was like a way to do different storytelling, like this is what's on the character's mind. It rips through and it like superimposes in between their eyes and stuff. And like a lot of really, really unique stuff. And it just kept up for the full hour, pretty much.
Yeah, it was like...
had beautiful stuff.
My coworker Pat, like, I'll tell him about like whatever movie we're watching, you know, each week, right? And I'll tell him like, we watched Knight Riders with George Ramirez. Like, oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, I heard about that one. I'll tell him like all about it. It was good, and he's like, yeah, check it out one day. You know, I'll get to that one. But I walked into work. He's like, dude, you watched Timekeepers of Eternity? That you watched the Langoliers thing? I was like, yeah. I was like, I heard about that like a year ago. He was like, got super jazzed about it. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and like usually like, we're never like one to like jump on to like what the other person has watched. Like we're stalking each other's letterboxes, you know, like But so like it was pretty funny when he just like immediately like jumped onto it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and
did he like it?
Did
he watch it?
No, he hasn't seen it yet, but he's known about it and thought he has like wanted to watch it. And I told him, like, oddly enough, it is satisfying having watched the 3-hour cut, as aggravating as it felt in the moment. I like on night 2 of watching it, I did like also keep track of like the Twins game that was going on at the same time. And that was added a bit of fun experience to it. And being able to like go from that to this, where I get the story condensed to an hour with a completely unique visual style to it that improves upon like the visuals and themes of the movie itself too. Yeah. Like when the plane flies through the void or whatever, and the Langoliers cut through the paper and it's all white. They're just eating the world and time itself, so it just sinks into a black void, and then just using there's just no paper now, that was super fucking cool. And the effect for the Langoliers themselves too were genuinely fucking awesome to look at. I don't know if you've seen what the visual effects look like in the 1995 movie. Okay, yeah.
I briefly.
Yeah.
Awful.
It does not look good, especially for 1995. So seeing the effect they do here, where they just rip teeth into the paper and animate it that way, was pretty mind blowing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved it. It's an arts experiment, but I think it probably improves upon the movie in ways that I'm glad that it did, so I didn't have to waste my time.
Oh, yeah,
and, you know what I mean? I can also, it would be cool to see it how you saw it, see the whole movie first, and then be able to take in less of just the story because you already know it, and see what the differences are, and see what this movie might even change plot wise. I mean, with some of the stuff,
I'll tell you what, they absolutely did change the ending of the movie. Right?
Really?
The Langoliers ends with them making it back. They live, right?
Okay.
So in Timekeepers of Eternity, they realize right before they go in that they were asleep when they went in the first time, so they cannot be awake this time. But it's too late, they fly through, and then they're gone. In the Langoliers, they actually turn the plane around and survive, and so they loop back around. The pilot decreases the oxygen in the whole plane, and everybody except the Australian, the British guy, they all fall asleep, and right before the British guy is supposed to vanish, he wakes up the pilot to land the plane, and they make it back to, they make it back to Los Angeles. Which, it does,
lame.
Yeah. It is a little cool, the way they do it, because they land and they think they're still in the past, but they're actually in the future, and time hasn't caught up with them yet, so they watch everybody reappear. So it's a bit of a whimsical ending. But they do also dead ass end it on a fucking jumping freeze frame. Couldn't believe that happened. Yeah,
beautiful. It's a beautiful choice.
Yeah. So I was also pretty wait a minute, did they just kill everybody? Did they just is everybody dead now? When I watch Timekeepers.
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah. No, the pilot, his oxygen mask and his watch, drop to the chair, and then the plane just kind of, drifts off. So it's that plane's crashing. They're all gone.
Yeah. Do you know you could buy this on VHS?
I heard about that, yeah.
Yeah. I think I saw it when I picked the movie, 2 weeks ago when I picked the movie, I saw that you could buy it. I'm like, what an interesting way to watch it. And then it's coming from another country, so the shipping was $20. I'm like, not gonna do it. But it's really interesting because in the way the format of the movie is obviously it's a re-edit. It's reusing the footage of the Langoliers. When you buy it, it is just superimposed onto a copy of either the Langoliers or another just random VHS, depending on which one you buy, and it's just like copied. And then when it's over, the rest of the original movie plays. So it's like a DIY art project, even in that sense. I was like, what an interesting, like, little keepsake to have.
Yeah.
In a VHS collection, like it's fun. I wasn't going to spend $40 or whatever it was going to cost me to get it here. So, but interesting as fuck. I recommend doing it if you want something cool on your shelf. I mean, imagine somebody who's seen the Langoliers and they see that on your shelf and they're like, "What the fuck is that?" What a talking piece, at least. Yeah, I don't know. I loved it. I had a great time. I'm glad I was able to experience the story of Langoliers without watching the Langoliers. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I do want to keep talking about the Langoliers a little bit. Give more context to Timekeepers, because the character, like, Dooley, what's his name? Fucking Toomsy, right? Toomey, yeah, Craig Toomey. You see in Timekeepers, like, the flashback of his dad saying, like, "You gotta get with the program, you bum, or the Langoliers will get you." And that's really like the most abuse we see out of him. In Langoliers, there's a whole like extended sequence of his dad yelling at him about how, like, "What is this? An A- and a B? B is for bums. If you don't get with the program," they extend it like so much further and longer. Which only like one thing that just made me also like annoyed with the acting is how cartoonish everybody felt, right? Especially Toomey, where he's like, "I have to be in Boston tomorrow morning, by 8 a.m. I need to be in Boston. You better fly me, And so it really just adds to the cartoonishness and awkwardness. Especially when characters just pause for no reason to like look somber about something they just talked about. And like you remember in Timekeepers when they figure out like the beer is like flat and gross and everything's like weird.
Yeah.
I swear to God, it's like 30 minutes just individually, just like
here's something else that's aged weird.
Yeah, these matches don't work. Weird.
Yeah.
What about this beer? You taste it. They take their fucking sweet time and there's no urgency, Yeah. It really is just troubling. But that's why Timekeepers fucking rocks. It really is like one of the cooler things to find. And thankfully, both Langoliers and Timekeepers are on Tubi. Not Tubi, fucking YouTube. They're just on YouTube. Not on Tubi.
Oh, yeah. That's where I watched it on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Did you want to talk more about the Langoliers? Do you want to tell me more about it?
That's it.
Oh, listen, we went through the trauma. If you need to.
Yeah, I need to vent. I need to trauma dump about watching the Langoliers. No, that's really it. Again, like, scenes extend, like when Toomey gets eaten by the Langoliers. That scene is like 4 minutes long of him just screaming and being chased by like these things that are like super fucking fast. They're so fast because they catch lazy boys. But they don't catch them quick enough. But that's really it. Again, I do like the concept and how like time travel is represented as like something that just doesn't exist. The Langoliers, they eat everything. The Timekeepers of Eternity, they're eating time so it can be reborn. But in terms of like Timekeepers itself, Timekeepers of Eternity, the movie, loved it.
I agree. I loved it. It was a little surprise, easy to watch. Much more interesting if you know the little bit of backstory about the Langoliers and that this is an edit. I think, like, what obviously just going fully and blind, it would be like, okay, that's interesting. But as an art project, I think it's interesting.
It's such
as a standalone movie, I don't know if it would, just be that good. But it's not really how I'm ranking it.
It's a weird movie to pick to re-edit to. I mean, like, you do have 3 hours of movie to work with, so it is easy to see, like, this sucks, let me cut this down, you know?
Yeah.
But to put it into this format is frankly weird. Weird. So yeah, I think by that note, by that seamless segue, I believe it does belong on the Weirdo Watch list.
It does.
Weird movie to re-edit in this way, but goddamn is it effective.
I almost like felt like maybe it doesn't because is it its own movie, and like, yeah, why not? Why isn't it? You know?
Yeah.
It's an art is it a movie or is it an art project?
Does like the time-consuming nature of printing a 3-hour movie frame by frame to rip up most of it and play with it.
Yeah.
It does feel like you know, this premiered in 2021, so this absolutely could have been this dude's COVID project, you know? Like,
yeah, true.
He's stuck in his house for, you know, like a year. Let me just, you know, like buy up the world's supply of toner.
Yeah.
What was the toner budget on this movie? What do you think? Like
I don't know how he printed it. I wonder if there's a making of. It'd be interesting if he documented any of his making of it.
Or at least like fucking tweeted about it, like, goddamn printer's jammed again.
Yeah, right. Did he like have his own printer? Or
did he just have a line of printers, but then he would have to like number each one as they come out so he doesn't forget what order the movie's in?
Yeah.
Like, how did what was that give me a time lapse, like in the corner of the room, like get like make that the making of documentary.
Yeah.
Just one at a time, and then just a thick stack. What would you rate it out of 10?
Out of 10, give it. It's so hard to rank because it's again, it's just kind of an art project. But I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10.
6 out of
10. It
ten.
feels like, yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's not blowing me away, but it's fucking cool, and I'm glad it exists. 6 out of 10.
It is. I'm going based off my feelings.
Do it.
This movie made me feel stuff, and those feelings were like, fuck yeah, this rocks. 8 out of 10.
10.
Yeah. Again, like it is weird because like it's comes from a movie I just gave a violent 3 out of 10 to.
Oh,
you know, that is still the bones of the movie and like an hour of the movie I'm watching. But it does such wonders trimming all of the fat. You know, there's, you know, every possible fat. They might have even like clipped some meat off of it too, and given me like this wonderful presentation that is like awesome and never stops being really cool to look at. 8 out of 10.
Hell yeah.
Really fucking loved it.
I could see myself watching it again. I mean, especially just an hour.
It's an hour
Why
long,
not?
yeah. Does it count as an animated movie? Do you think this is animation? Because technically, right, he's just taking pieces of paper and animating with that, you know? Is it like, does it count as stop motion? He's crumpling up paper for visual effects and he's printed images.
It's true. Does a clone have a soul? I don't know.
Does a clone have a soul?
Think about it. I don't know.
Let me look through popular lists if it's an animation. I think it's on one animated list. Adult animation right here. It fits. More than just me have considered this animation. Oh, it's tagged as animation on Letterboxd too. All right. Best Animated Feature 2021 winner right here in my books.
Yeah. It's my favorite animated film of all time.
Yeah.
Better than Toy Story 5.
Which we haven't even seen.
That came out today.
Thursday, yeah. Yeah, it came
Tomorrow, whatever.
Comes out this weekend.
I'm gonna go see it in theaters.
I'll probably wait till Disney Plus. I still got I got to see like Obsession still. I can see Death of Robin Hood. That comes out this weekend.
That's gonna be any good? Yeah.
It's the director of Pig and A Quiet Place Day One. I haven't seen Quiet Place Day One, but Pig is pretty great. I liked Pig a lot.
Hugh Jackman's in it, right? I think.
Hugh Jackman is in Death of Robin Hood, correct?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Well, cool. We'll talk about it next week if you see it. I'll talk about Toy Story 5, and that's... What else do I want to see? That's maybe it.
There's something that Supergirl comes out the week after, but...
Oh.
Are we going to see Supergirl?
I'm interested. However, quick caveat, a quick little rant before we end the episode.
Yeah.
If they use a dog to, like, emotionally jerk my shit around, like, the dog is going to die, the dog is in peril, you feel bad because it's a dog, like, that's cheap and I don't like it. Okay? They did it. They did it in Superman. They did it in basically not with the dog but Guardians of the Galaxy.
With the pet raccoon, Rocket Raccoon.
Yeah, it's just like they've done it in a lot of movies, not just James Gunn, but like from the trailer, I'm pretty sure they even already showed it. I don't even remember what it was, but I was like,
no, I'm pretty sure that's the plot of the movie. Crypto, the super dog, gets bit by some dude's like bullet dart that poisons him or whatever, and Supergirl's got to like find the cure in like 3 days or the dog's dead.
I hate that. I think John Wick can do what John Wick did, and that should be it for what we do with dogs in movies like that.
We're done!
That was it. That was enough for the rest of time. Keepers of Eternity. Anyway, leave the dogs alone. What are we watching next week, or next 2 weeks?
In the next episode, I have picked Jim Jarmusch's Dead Man. From 1995, the same year as The Langoliers. Stars Johnny Depp, on the run after committing murder. An accountant encounters a strange Native American man who prepares him for his journey into the spiritual world.
Is Johnny Depp the Native American man?
Not this time.
Not this time, okay.
No, I'm pretty sure, based off the character's name being Nobody, is played by a man named Gary Farmer, a native Canadian actor.
Oh, this has high praise, huh?
Yeah. I think it's on Criterion. I think I have its Blu-ray behind me. I'm not going to look. I'm going to say that full confidence.
You've never seen it, the movie?
No, I've never seen it. I've been wanting to. I like... I've only seen 2 Jim Jarmusch's. The Dead Don't Die, which I'm not a fan of, but Ghost Dog, I am a big fan of. He's one of those. He's a bit of a weirdo director.
I have not seen a single one of these movies.
Ghost Dog's pretty fucking awesome.
I've heard about Father, Mother, Sister, Brother recently.
That one did just come out. Yeah, I didn't see that one yet. I think it's on Mubi, one of the movie exclusives. Yeah.
Huh. Jim Jarmusch. All right, we're gonna dive into. Wow, he's a interesting looking guy.
Yeah, I think I think he was in a weirdo movie recently. No, he was not. I swear I just saw him in something. Or heard that he was in something. Oh, you know what it was? I saw a TikTok of the movie he was in, and that's what it was. He was in a Billy Bob Thornton movie. Yeah, very bizarre.
Jim Jarmusch's
Dead Man, available on the Criterion Channel, HBO Max, and Tubi.
Oh, shouts out.
So you got 2 paid services and a free one. They're calling this movie the most available movie of all time. No movie has been easier to watch than Jim Jarmusch's Dead Man. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Do you have any final thoughts, any final words for the lovely listeners at home?
Go out and watch a movie. Wow, deep.
the weekly saying, go watch a movie. Doesn't matter what movie. If I were to recommend a movie, I would recommend Face Off. I'll recommend that movie. Go watch Face Off, just for fun.
Go watch Face Off, and let us know what you think.
Go watch Drive. Those are 2.
I gotta rewatch that. I do.
I've been resisting I've been trying not to rewatch that because like I'll take my dog on a walk and I'll just be like stoned doing it too, just listening to like the music from Drive. And be like, God, I fucking want to watch Drive when I get home.
Well, go watch Drive then.
Gets me going. I'm not gonna watch it right now.
Okay.
But thank you everybody for listening. As always, be sure to rate, like, comment, subscribe, and be sure to watch more movies. Thank you everybody, and good night.